All right, so, for this deep dive, we're going to be looking at Careless Whisper.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you sent this one in.
Well,
It's such a classic. When you think about, like, regret and you think about betrayal
oh, yeah.
and just the impact, our actions can have on other people, it's kind of wild how this song, it's almost like we're peeling back the layers of a poem or a short story or something.
Yeah.
There's so much more there
Yeah, there's
than just a catchy 80s tune.
absolutely. I think music is so powerful in the way that it can tap into these
Yeah.
like universal emotions that
Okay.
we all feel. And Careless Whisper, I mean,
Yeah.
it really gives us so much to unpack in terms of relationships, guilt, and,
Yeah.
the consequences of our choices.
That line, man, guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that just always gets me. It's like, the narrator's very soul is weighed down by guilt. Have you ever felt that way? Like a misstep or a mistake has just taken all the joy out of something that you once loved.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think, what's fascinating to me is how that imagery of dancing is used as a metaphor, right? It's not just about like physical movement.
Right, yeah.
It's about connection, intimacy, the shared joy of moving together. And, the narrator's guilt has completely poisoned even that.
Yeah. Well, and it makes you wonder, too, like, is the narrator truly sorry? Or are they just, like, caught up in this, like, self-pity?
Right.
Because it's not just the romantic relationship, you know what I mean? Like, he talks about, the careless whispers
Yeah.
that need mending. So that also makes me think about, like, the friendship that
Yeah.
was broken. It's like that saying, like, words can cut deeper than knives.
Yeah, yeah.
Trust, like, once that's broken,
Yeah, once that's
it'd
broken,
be so hard to repair.
it really can be.
And the song throws in this, like, really interesting tension between truth and ignorance.
Yep.
Because the lyrics say, ignorance is kind. But is it always better to know the truth, even if it hurts? I mean, like, where does forgiveness even fit into all of that? Can you really move on while you're still carrying, the weight of that?
That's a really good question, and it's something,
Yeah.
that a lot of people struggle with. Forgiveness is a really powerful thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not always easy.
No. And then there's the repetition of, I'm never going to dance again.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that feels so much bigger than just literally not dancing.
Right.
Like, it speaks to this really profound sense of loss.
Yeah, I see that.
And, like, he just, the narrator just can't even imagine, like, experiencing any kind of joy or connection
Right.
ever again. Like, something's just broken.
Yeah. And it's almost like, he's looking back and seeing all these wasted chances, And remember, the please stay.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much regret packed into those two words.
Mm-hmm.
It's this, recognition that the relationship is damaged beyond repair and that something really precious has been lost. And it makes me think about, like, the stages of grief, It feels like the narrator is stuck somewhere between denial and bargaining,
Yeah.
unable to truly accept the consequences of their actions.
And those final lines, was what I did so wrong,
Yeah.
that you had to leave me alone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, such vulnerability, such desperation.
It's raw.
It really is. Like, he almost seems to be seeking validation, like wanting to be told that it wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
But, like, ultimately, he's left with the reality of his actions. And, this is just like 80s pop, But when you think about it, this song really offers such a powerful reflection on guilt and regret and, the lasting impact of our choices and, the music, that haunting saxophone melody.
It just underscores, the melancholy and the weight of the narrator's emotional state. It's like the music itself is echoing the pain that's in the lyrics.
Oh, man. And it's so iconic, too.
It is.
That sax solo. And, like, the song's cultural impact is undeniable. It was like, an anthem of the 80s, a time of big emotions and even bigger hair.
Yeah.
But, like, beneath all that,
Yeah.
it really was tapping into something timeless,
Yeah.
Just the complexities of human relationships
Yeah.
and the painful consequences of betrayal.
Yeah. And I think, as we reach the end of our deep dive here, I'm left wondering, is there true remorse in Careless Whisper, or is this just self-pity?
How would you say?
It's a question that people have been debating for decades. And, studies on remorse show that genuine remorse often leads to concrete actions to try and repair the harm that was done. And so does our narrator display that? It's something to think about the next time you listen.
Yeah, this song definitely gives you a lot to chew on. How does Careless Whisper make you feel? Does it resonate with any of your own personal experiences? And if you could talk to the narrator now, knowing everything that you know, what would you say to him?
Yeah,
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye.